If you understand the problem, the numbers don't really matter. But if you don't understand the problem, the numbers don't really matter. Don't be really focused on the numbers. Be really focused on who is in control, who is banking in your life. But make sure that you work with the right person, with the right advisor who can guide you and who you can trust. You need to take your time and due diligence in order to find the company that really practices infinite banking. Your infinite banking policy in Canada can be done wrong, and once it is done wrong, you will stuck with this policy, and chances are in most cases your policy cannot be fixed. So today I'm going to be talking about how to create your own infinite banking system in the right way to avoid many common mistakes and create your system correctly from the very beginning. Watch this video till the end and you will find out how you can do it. Hi, I'm Pushkar. I'm an infinite banking practitioner with Ascendant Financial. And in today's video, I am going to be giving you some tips on how to create your infinite banking system in the proper way, in the right way. So I will be focusing on 5 tips, and 2 of them will be most important things to pay attention to and to look at, and then 3 other ones will be dependent on the first 2. So what are those 5 tips? So tip number 1, you need to work with the right company. There are so many life insurance agents in Canada who say they do infinite banking. It can be done, different ways. The policy design can be different. So people use infinite banking term very broadly, right? So they may even use infinite banking in their company names to attract attention. But many of those companies, many of those coaches, many of those agents, they do not do infinite banking concept in the right way. So these are the tips that you need to look at. So you need to select the right company to work with. I'm not saying that you should be working with us, with Ascendant Financial, but what I'm saying is you need to take your time and to do diligence in order to find the company that really practices infinite banking, and this company is the best. And this is what happens if you don't deal with the right company or with the right coach. You will end up having a policy in place that will not have attributes of infinite banking. And your growth of your cash value will not be very effective. So you will end up having a policy in place and maybe not seeing your coach anymore. And your coach will be maybe not able to help you, and your policy is not designed properly. Tip number 1, you need to select the right company. First thing you need to look at if this company has good reviews, right? So due diligence. Go to Google, find this company, read reviews online, read reviews on Google reviews. Connect with the existing clients of this company. Go to Facebook community and find this company on Facebook or any other platform, Reddit, and read about this company and see if the clients are talking about this company. If you can talk to the existing clients and see if they're happy with their coach and if they're on track to achieve their financial goals. Also make sure that the company has ongoing coaching, not just, selling the contract. Selling contract is easy, but practicing infinite banking along with a coach who guides you, who helps you achieve your objectives, who helps you stay on track is very important. Also make sure that the company has a great team. So great team, which includes strategic partnerships with different professionals like lawyers, accountants, CPA, and other professionals who can help you holistically solve your objectives. Not just selling your whole life insurance. Selling whole life insurance is just one very simple step in the process, but the whole process working with your coach should be far more than that. It should be looking at your finances from corporate standpoint. Should you be doing corporately owned policies? Should you be doing privately owned policies, like personally owned policies, right? So all those things you need to look at. You need to take your time, because it is not something that should be done quickly. It is not something that should be done in 1 week. You need to take your time to research about infinite banking, and you need to take the time to find the right company that you're comfortable working with. Tip number 2 is you need to work with the right coach. Your coach must be doing infinite banking in his personal life. First question you're gonna ask your coach is, please show me your infinite banking policies. How many policies do you have? How long are you practicing infinite banking? Show me the system of your policies. Show me how you're taking loans and repaying them back. Also, your coach should be able to explain your differences between different vehicles. For example, why universal life insurance is not a fit for infinite banking. Why we want to work with only whole life insurance, participating, dividend paying whole life insurance to practice infinite banking. Your coach must be focused on your objectives, not just selling you insurance. Your coach must be focused on what your financial goals are, how you want to use the infinite banking. Do you want to use it for investing? Do you want to use it for recapturing your debt? Do you want to use it for something else? Do you want to use it for funding your children's education? Maybe you want to use it for purchasing cars. Maybe for getting rid of mortgage, right? Many other objectives. Your advisor must be able to answer those questions and show you different scenarios and show you different ways to use this policy. How can you use this policy when you have income coming in? How can you use these policies for passive income in different stages of your life? Very importantly, again, your advisor must be practicing infinite banking in his own life. If he is not practicing infinite banking in his life, then how can he explain you how infinite banking works? Also, your coach must be able to help you stay on track. So you need to meet with your coach at least several times a year to check if you're practicing infinite banking correctly, if you are using policy loans in the most effective way, most tax effective way, and if you are on track to achieving your goals. Tip number 3, you need to have a right mindset. The next thing I want to be focused on is the right mindset. So right mindset includes being focused not on the product, but on the process. First of all, your coach must be talking about Nelson Nash's book, Becoming Your Own Banker. You can see this book on my side. Basically, you need to start your journey from reading this book. If you haven't read this book, and if your coach is not pointing you towards this book, then he's not doing the right thing for you. Also, your coach must be an infinite banking practitioner, which means he must be with Nelson Nash Institute. He must be listed on infinitebanking.org, which is Nelson Nash Institute, which means that he is properly trained to sell infinite banking concept, not just sell insurance, but also to be able to practice infinite banking and help his clients to practice infinite banking. If your coach is not listed on Nelson Nash Institute website, it doesn't mean that he is not a right coach for you. He may be, but working with the right coach who has done the course with the Nelson Nash Institute will help you make sure that this is a coach that is working with infinite banking concept and is authorized by Nelson Nash Institute. Tip number 4, you need to work with the right insurance company. The next thing I wanted to talk about is working with the right insurance company. So your coach must be able to help you explain why you want to work with a specific life insurance company. I don't want to be explaining the difference between companies today. It's a topic for one-on-one meeting for you and your coach. But I just want to mention that your coach must be able to explain what company he's using, why, what the difference is with the different companies, and why he's not using other companies. And tip number 5, you need to have a proper design and proper product. So let's start from the right product. With universal life insurance, the risk is with the policyholder. So if anyone tells you that universal life insurance can be used for practicing infinite banking, then please make sure that you are doing research on that, and make sure that you read Nelson's book and you read what Nelson has to say about universal life and why universal life is not the right proper vehicle for practicing infinite banking, because your cash value can be lower at some point, can be lower than it is today. With whole life insurance, your cash value cannot go down. It can only go up. You want guarantees. You don't want risk. That's why universal life is not the right product for infinite banking. Secondly, you want to make sure that you have a right design, which means with the right design, you will have access to cash. If you want to practice infinite banking, you will have to cash immediately. You will not have access to 100% of your money immediately, but you will have access to cash more than just regular whole life insurance. So make sure that your agent explains you why this is the best design and why this policy should be structured this way. Also make sure that you read Nelson Nash's book and don't be really focused on numbers, on rates, because Nelson says if you understand the problem, the numbers don't really matter. But if you don't understand the problem, the numbers don't really matter. So you need to understand the problem, and then the solution will be clear for you. Don't be really focused on, numbers and splits and all this stuff, all this noise that is created on marketplace, and all those agents are talking about different designs. Is this a better design? Is this good or not? Don't be really focused on the numbers. Be really focused on who is in control, who is banking in your life, who is financing your transactions that you're doing for every day, right? You're paying for insurance, for home insurance, for auto insurance, for property taxes. Who is the banker in all those transactions? So don't really be focused on the numbers, on the rates, but make sure that you work with the right person, with the right advisor who can guide you and who you can trust, and make sure that this person does a great job for you. So make sure that you work with the right person and you work with the right company. And if you want to learn more about the infinite banking concept, please go to watchibc.com, watchibc.com, and learn more about the infinite banking concept, and you will opt in for an on-demand training on the infinite banking concept. And also, please get a copy of Nelson Nash's book and read it, because this is the book that will help you better understand the concept. In conclusion, I wanted to read from Nelson Nash's book from page 65. This is what Nelson says about working with a coach. I strongly recommend that you find a life insurance agent that is thoroughly familiar with the infinite banking concept to act as your coach. In all probability, such an agent will be thoroughly familiar with questionnaires that will help you find out just how you're spending money now and show you the ways to redirect that cash flow to build your banking system. Above all, you must be patient. It is going to take years to get started, and it needs to be a lifetime commitment. It is much like developing a regimen physical conditioning. You must evaluate your current condition, get a coach to design a program to exercise, and to see that you do it regularly. As you make progress, the coach will make changes to improve your results. It works. Millions will attest to its effectiveness. Thank you so much for watching this video. Go to watchibc.com to learn more about the infinite banking concept, and check out our website, ascendantfinancial.ca, to learn more about our team, to learn more about our mission, our goals, and how we help families every day to achieve their financial goals. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you at the next one. Take care.